Alright lads, AI influencers are now a real thing in 2025. Right now I'm in Switzerland, but how do you know I'm actually here and not AI? Because these days you generally can't tell. So in this video I'm basically going to see what you can do with AI influencers now, how far we can take it, and if we can actually make some money by making an AI influencer. You know, we'll be posting this to Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts. We're just going to see what's possible and what you can do with AI, and let's see if we can make some of that Wi-Fi bread. Alright, so this challenge got a little bit out of hand. I literally figured out how to make this character, generate it in any single social media background I wanted, and I figured out how to do it for completely free, so you do not want to miss out on this one. Alright, first let's have a look at the competition and see what some of these other people are out here crafting. Now we've got this person called Mia Zula here, and as you can see in the bio, AI influencer with over 166,000 followers. This person is not real. I think it's kind of crazy. Like all of these like little side pictures as well, like, you know, like these little aura pictures sort of thing, they're not real. Like this dump is completely AI, and I think that's insane. The fact that she's got 20,000 likes. I mean, someone I know has even liked this post, probably thinking she's a real person and not even realizing that like none of this is real. She doesn't exactly try and hide it. Like I think it goes against the policies if you do try and hide that you're an AI influencer. For the average person, where this just appears in their feed, they're not gonna know. They're genuinely not gonna know. Honestly, if I saw these pictures for the first time, you know, like girls use filters anyway, like girls use like stuff on their face, like face apps and stuff. It just looks like an average everyday influencer. Like it doesn't look AI at all. She's gone to Wimbledon, she's gone to Vancouver, she's even tagging these places, Colombia, like she's tagging these places like she's actually been there. And I think what's really crazy, and I think the takeaway that we need to make for our own AI character, is the consistency. She looks the same in all of these. Like there's not one of these posts where I think, oh no, it's done a bad job there. She looks like a different person. Like she generally looks like the same person, and I think that's the key to really selling one of these pages. There's also this girl here, probably one of the most famous AI influencers. She's got 370,000 followers, and again, all these pictures, she's not real. She even does videos, which is crazy. I'm not sure how we're even going to get into the video realm, but we're going to have a try. Face is consistent in all the pictures. She just looks like a normal influencer, but again, she's got 300,000 followers and she's not real. That's not actually how she's making money. She's actually making money, as you can see here on her highlight. She's got this Amazon highlight, and she's just like showcasing like products that she has. And I think this is the really smart part here. She's actually showing these products on her face. Again, this isn't a real photo, but the product is real. So she's showing like the use cases and stuff, and then what she uses, showing it on her fake AI body. This gym set here, again, it's not real. It's crazy how good it is and how consistent it is. All of these links here, like she's showcasing some New Balance here. If you click it, it'll take you to Amazon. And when it takes you to Amazon, as you can see in the URL, that is actually an affiliate link, meaning she gets a commission for every single person that buys that off her link. Like, I don't know the person or the company or whatever who runs this account, but they are making a lot of money from promoting these products, and it's not even them using them, which is, it's bonkers. All right, boys, the first thing we're going to do is actually find an influencer to copy. The reason I'm doing it this way is because I want to make it a little bit more realistic. Rather than just creating an AI character from scratch, I want to give it a little bit of a basis, so it creates someone a little bit more realistic. With some of these AI influencers, they just don't look real. Now, I've just chosen this random influencer here. She's called Jewel Jensen. You know, she's a very attractive girl, but she also looks real, like she looks realistic, and I think this would be a good base for the AI. So then all I'm going to do is download this image and go over to ChatGPT. I'm then going to drag this image into ChatGPT, and what I'm going to ask it is, can you describe this image to me for me to generate more images with a character with similar features? Make me a prompt describing her. Something silly like that. And then what ChatGPT is going to do is it's going to analyze the image, and it's going to basically give us a prompt into how to make her. I think that's really cool, and that's what we're going to go with. So I'm just going to copy that prompt, and then I'm going to go to another site called Flux Playground. I kid you not, I'm literally doing this for completely free. I think you can pay for some extra options, but what I'm doing right now, exactly what I'm showing you in this video, is completely free for any of you to do. Anyway, so I'm going to type in this prompt here. I'm going to choose Flux Context Pro, and then I'm just going to press enter. We probably should have changed the aspect ratio to 9:16, but what it's done for us is it's made us these images. Now, these images look kind of like the girl, but not too much so where we're, you know, just ripping her off. Anyways, now what we need to do is we need to generate some images of our new AI influencer in different poses to create a social media, to create like an actual platform. Now the best way to do this again is to ask ChatGPT to describe the poses. So for this one here, oh, that's a reel. Let's say this one here. So again, we're going to copy this image. I actually decided on this image here, and I'm going to just say, can you describe the pose this girl is doing for a prompt, please? So then we just need to take this prompt of the pose, throw it into this Flux Playground. Obviously, we want to actually change the aspect ratio to 9:16. As you can see from the output, these images are not too bad. Here, she's holding the phone, she's looking a bit down. Eyes look a little bit funny there. This one, she's holding two phones, obviously. We're not using that. Who's dueling phoning these days? Solid that. I don't really have an issue with that. I also don't really have an issue with this one. These are two solid pictures, and I kid you not, she looks like a real person. If anything, she looks too similar to the actual original model that we referenced her on, which might be a problem. I might get rid of the blonde hair and actually turn it brown, you know, just to differentiate it just a little bit more, because we need to create this our own unique influencer. The actual premise of generating images, they look real as anything, and it looks genuine, so we're definitely on the right track here. Okay, so this is a lot better. All I've done is added make her hair brown onto the prompt, into the same mirror prompt, and we've got these images, and this looks a lot more unique. Now it actually looks different to the original influencer. You can't really tell it's her because it's got the brown hair instead of the blonde, but the face has stayed the same enough to make her still look like a real person. So I think brown hair version of this influencer is what we're going to go with. I think this is the best picture, so let's go ahead and download that one. That's a solid first picture to add to the lineup, and then it's literally just a simple job of creating more of these images. So we don't want her to wear the same clothes every single time, so what we're actually going to do is go back over to Instagram now, again onto a different influencer, and steal basically their clothes and their pose, because the more real images we get with this and combine it with our AI influencer, the better it's going to look. I quite like this picture here, it looks quite realistic. So again, we're just going to copy this image over to ChatGPT, paste this into ChatGPT and say, can you describe in a prompt the girl's pose and what she is wearing? ChatGPT is going to cook us up a little something here. We're then going to paste that prompt into Flux Playground, throw in our AI influencer, change it to max, make sure it's on 2. And let's see what it cooks up here, because this is a bit more of a technical image. She's actually looking down, so it's not going to be as easy as looking straight into the camera. Let's see if it can cook something up. And there's also a lot more going on in the background, so I'll be interested to see how it handles that. Okay, so this is what we've got. Let me just compare it to what she actually looks like here. Has it kept the features the same? We've got, you know, the nose, we've still got that dimple. Her eyes are further down, so we can't really tell by the eyes. I'd say the eyebrows are the same, forehead's the same. The only thing that I think is different is the hair's a little bit of a different colour. But to be honest with you, the lighting kind of changes the colour of that, I'd say. Now, I bet we could ask it to make the hair a bit darker. Well, to be fair, in this one, it's a bit darker. Yeah, I'd say this one is probably okay. This one, the hair's darker, she's looking down. It's a good picture. So again, we can download that and add it to the repertoire. You know, we really can go crazy with this. Let's try it and do it with the Eiffel Tower here. With ChatGPT on it now, because we've done it a few times, you can just say do same with this. Alright, so then we can take this prompt from ChatGPT, paste it in here again. We've still got the reference image here. We can then ask it to cook again. Now this one has got the Eiffel Tower in. It's a bit more proper, but like it's absolutely smashed it there. Look at that. That is literally the same character that we've been generating in a realistic looking setting. Like, it's got a good pose and it's got the Eiffel Tower in the background. This is crazy. Like, look at these two. Like, it's literally the same person, just in different settings, in different poses, and you can create an entire page around this. You can literally just cook up a fake influencer like that person's doing at the start of the video and start making money from it. As you can see, the next step would just be to create the Instagram and then start uploading these pictures to the Instagram and just constantly churning these out. You know, she could be in Italy one week, we could have her at Silverstone another week, and I think that's another cool idea, is you need to tie them into like real-time events. That's what that other influencer was doing. So when it was Silverstone, she was there. When it was Wimbledon, she was there. Well, she wasn't there, but her AI influencer was. And that's kind of the key to create a realistic looking profile. The hard part now is just to continue making these pictures and these dumps and just start growing a social media, which isn't that tough when the quality literally looks like this. Like, look at that, that is ridiculously good quality, especially when this goes on to like Instagram or something, because Instagram already hurts the quality, so this just looks like a normal Instagram photo would anyway. Now if you want to see me take on this challenge and actually grow a fake AI influencer page and see if we can make any money on it, comment AI influencer challenge down in the comments, and if enough of you guys comment, I will go ahead and do it. I do think it'll be a fun challenge, and we'll use this model as well, so we'll start pumping out some content. I have seen some people use VO3, like let me show you this example here. Let's give credit to a guy called Mr. Null on YouTube here. Guy inserts an image just like the ones that we've been creating. He throws it into VO3 and asks her to start dancing, and then VO3 just turns the still image and makes her dance, or this one here where it zooms in, and it's now creating these lifelike images. So I think that would be the next step for this influencer. We also probably need to give her a name as well. Once she gets big enough, we can maybe get some brand deals, we can start promoting some Amazon links like those other influencers, and I reckon if you actually stick to this, you can make a lot of money with this. So again, if you want me to take on the challenge, let me know down in the comments if you found this helpful, because I've shown you how to do this for completely free. Leave a like on the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.